All right, so you, in the form of a bat, are flying off after Caelynn, Bree, and their accomplices as they are heading across the causeway into Lyria.
All right.
And I am following behind you.
This group is, I guess they kind of look like an adventuring party, but are they being stopped and questioned at all at the checkpoints?
Not at the causeway entering, but not at this point.
Okay. I'm going to just fly above them. I have blind sight, so I will be able to keep track of them even in the dark.
All right. Should hang on, let's bring up this stat block for the bat again.
Do I need to roll stealth?
Yes, that would be a good idea. Are you kidding me? Bats don't have stealth as a skill?
Yeah. Weird, eh? You said I had +2 on my dexterity?
Yes.
18 for stealth.
All right. No one's on the lookout for a bat at the moment, so we'll say that's fine.
I'm also flying above them.
Yes.
No one ever looks up.
You are also tiny.
Yeah. And it's also dark up here. And for the moment, my owls popped out of existence.
All right. They've head through the main gates.
So they're now heading in here?
Yes.
Do I see you?
Yes, I'm coming up behind you. We're the same speed, but you can fly directly there.
Yeah. Have they noticed you?
Keeping my distance at the moment, I'm going to roll stealth for myself here. Okay. You have keen hearing, so I'd like you to make a perception check with advantage.
Do we got any pluses on it?
Yes, +1.
That'd be a dirty 20 then.
All right. You hear Caelynn's voice, so you've only heard her one time. You can pick it out, and from there it says, "It is time. We are heading there. We are going there now." She says, her voice full of command and authority, as the four of them head towards now the inner ring of the city.
Okay. Can't get through the guards without force.
So, all right.
I'm just following still.
Here's the following.
Above.
I'm keeping my distance and following you.
Yeah. I flap frantically. Trying to signal you.
I see you.
All right.
That's not the problem. I can't unless we're going, as I said, unless we're attacking them now.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem to be the situation at the moment.
Can't attack them as a bat. Well, I could, but that wouldn't last long.
You have +0 to hit with your bite attack.
Yeah.
And you cause a point of piercing damage.
Woohoo! Shaking your boots, buddies. All right. I want to see what they do when they get to the gate.
All right. They're all going to attempt to be stealthy at this point. And Bree has advantage. All right. There are 2 watch officers on guard at each of the gates, and you can see at this point. Clearly, they're taking this planned assassination attempt, or at least the staged assassination attempt, seriously enough to post guards.
Yep.
And you hear Caelynn's. You see Caelynn look to Bree and just nod. And Bree, whom you can still see from your vantage point, but is snuck up close. He's going to cast a spell.
Oh.
Which means we feel the surge of wild magic occur, but no effect happens other than we suddenly see this spiraling pattern of multicolors appear directly in front and around the guards, and their focus is drawn directly towards this display, this pattern.
God. See how successful this is.
All right. Wisdom saving throw on there. All right. One of the guards just stares forward and his eyes go vacant. The other one is able to, because he rolled a natural 20, manages to cover his eyes and says, and the pattern and the flash fades, and the one guard is still staring ahead, and the other guy's like, what was that? I'm going to look around, and despite that, doesn't have any luck finding Bree or anyone else. Used up all his luck on that saving throw by the looks of it.
He's not even going to give the alarm when his buddy's sitting there like a vacant vegetable.
He looks over and sees that his friend's like that, and he reaches down. Basically, the watch officers have a horn at their side, and he pulls it out.
Yep.
And yeah, so this is a pretty easy thing to do. So this will be an attack roll at advantage.
Do I see this?
Yes, you see the hobgoblin take a dagger from the side and throw it at the guard.
I am going to try to, first off, get my body in the way, and secondly, flap furiously trying to distract the hobgoblin from his throw.
All right. Well, you were following them, so let's see how distracting you can be.
Performance?
Yeah, just roll a d20, yeah.
That'd be a 3 minus 1.
Well, no, you're a bat.
Oh, right. Do I have charisma?
So that's a 3 minus 3.
What?
0.
God.
So
can I roll a dex check to see if I can get away with the knife?
Sure. I'm rolling the attack roll at this point, though.
You said I had +2, so that's a 9.
No, I'm afraid not.
Ugh.
Okay, so you've really annoyed this hobgoblin as he throws the dagger. All right, so he didn't trigger that because it's just a guard. So it's a D4 plus 4d6 for sneak attack.
Oh, poor guard.
All right, so the damage on the dagger is 1d4 plus 5. So 7, 10, 15, 18 points of piercing damage. That was pretty bad. So, despite your flailing out, the dagger goes flying and hits the guy right in the, basically above his collarbone, sinks in to his throat, and it just pierced a weak point in the chainmail, and it goes in, and he falls to the ground.
Is he dead?
Make a medicine check at disadvantage as a bat.
No, this is all I needed. I'm going to drop to the ground right where the horn is.
Right in front of them, you mean?
Yep. So I'm dropped to the ground.
Yep.
I am not concentrating anymore on polymorph. As I switch back to my normal form,
Yep.
I'm going to pick up the horn and blow it.
Okay. I'm just going to roll a reaction check to see if any of them were paying attention. I'm not going to do anything about this. No. Okay, so unsurprisingly, Caelynn is the only one not surprised by this. However, is there anything you can really do as a reaction to prevent this? No. All right, so you blow the horn.
Yep.
A loud clarion call sounds in the city of Lyria, and every watch officer knows the sound of this horn. And you suddenly hear alarm bells going off. As
Caelynn,
and
I've seen
so,
your basement.
Sorry, what did you say?
I say to Caelynn, I've seen your basement. I don't like the way you work. And by the way, everyone knows about your plans. And I'm a lot harder to kill than that little guard.
Yeah. Okay, so she says, well, we'll see about that. Says, take him. And
now we roll for initiative?
We're rolling for initiative.
The part I was looking forward to all along.
Where did my initiative track? No, there it is. She rolled a natural 20 to not be surprised. She rolls a natural 1 when it comes to initiative. Alright,
I have a 16.
I'm going to need to expand the rows on this because...
Wait a minute. I'm proficient still. No, I don't have a 16. I have a 19. Oh, sorry, that doesn't count.
No.
Count. Still, that's 16. My bad.
16. Alright. I have an 18. Bree.
Caelynn has a 1, you said?
No. Caelynn has a 1. Bree has a 22.
Ooh.
So at the moment, I'm going to put Bree in the lead. 18, because I haven't rolled everyone yet, but then you have a 16.
Yeah.
Caelynn has a natural 1, so she's going last.
Yep.
All right.
Go to the hobgoblin.
All right. A 13.
And the gnome.
All right. The gnome. Well, if I remember correctly, you have a high dexterity. Oh, I think you all basically. He is he's tied with. No, he's ahead of Bree.
Really?
Yes.
What does he have?
He has a 23.
Wow. Pretty bad when a 16 is a low number.
Yeah, well, when you have well, when you get to dealing with rogues at this level, it can happen. All right, and the guards, who I'm also going to be counting on this. Oh, actually, they're going.
What do they have?
They actually have a 15, so they're.
Wow. All right, Nomi.
All right, I'm just going to set this all up as best I can. All right, now I need to note down everyone's hit points. So bear with me here. There's a lot happening.
Come on. There's only 6 combatants plus some guards. Yeah, I suppose I should figure out what I'm going to do.
Alright. And there are still 7 guards left. So one is incapacitated. Alright, and Caelynn. There we go. And oh no, it's not. That's not concentration. Yes, and one of you is incapacitated.
Hopefully not dead.
No, I'm talking about the guy who's vacant
Oh.
from Bree's spell. Alright. So, top of round 1, we have the gnome.
Yep.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Let's see what he can do.
As far as the gnome is concerned, there is only one target. You.
Yep. The guy just finished blowing the horn.
Yeah.
And did the mic drop.
Yes. He is going to says, well, sorry, friend, but you picked the wrong night to interfere. And he steps back and he's going to attempt to hide.
Okay.
Yeah, he steps out of view. Okay. I'm gonna have you roll a perception check to contest this.
Natural 1.
Yeah, you lose sight of him. So that's his bonus action to do that. And then he's going to...
Try and kill me.
Yeah, he's going to attack. With advantage because he's hidden now.
Yeah.
You're not surprised, though, because you saw him. So.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he also talked to me.
Yeah. I think a 25 hits you.
Problem.
Alright, so... Dagger and sneak attack. Yep, okay.
This could hurt.
Two ones. Alright, so... Alright. Suddenly, out of literally nowhere, a dagger materializes out of shadows and strikes you in the chest. And you take... Yeah... You take 21 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that was unpleasant.
Right. And then the dagger vanishes from your chest. There's still a wound that is leaking blood.
Yep.
But the dagger's gone. Also, you do not know from which direction that dagger came. It seemed to come out of nowhere.
Well, high-level thieves.
Yeah.
Alright, Bree's turn.
We come to Bree's turn. Alright, Bree, time for your morale check.
You gonna try and kill me too, Bree?
She's She's maintained her composure, so she's not running. Well, Bree doesn't want to hurt you. Alright. She does see the obvious fact that, well, one of the guards is now lying on the ground with a dagger in his throat, and you just got stabbed yourself.
We'll see what her loyalties at this point.
Alright, Bree. You need to make a decision here. He is going to stand up and says, wait, everyone stop! She says. And she's going to say, this is all just a massive misunderstanding. We just need to talk this out. And Bree rolls a natural 20 on persuasion.
Holy crap.
So, needless to say, that sounds quite earnest. However, alright. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have much impact even with that on... her words seem to fall on deaf ears. Natural 20s are not magic, I'm afraid. They don't solve everything.
Well,
this is a fight, and I'm going to say that that's going to be Bree's turn to do that.
Well, you're next up in the order.
Yes. So, I saw you get a dagger thrown at you.
Yep.
And this is pretty clearly a fight. Well, I heard what Bree's saying, so she clearly doesn't seem to... want to get involved. Alright. I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Alright.
And as I step out, I'm going to say, sorry, Bree, it doesn't look like your words are going to convince them to stop. And I say, just looking at that. So we're now basically pincering them almost.
Okay.
That's my action. We come to you now. So, you've had a dagger thrown at you.
Yep.
And it vanished into thin air.
Yep.
Bree's unsuccessfully tried to bring this to a halt.
Yep.
You've sounded the alarm.
Yep.
And there's a incapacitated guard standing there, and another one on the floor with a dagger on his throat.
Yes, that actually bothers me a lot. Because I can't take the time to pour a potion down his throat because, well...
Will be your action.
Exactly.
Alright.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
Slow.
Slow. Alright, who are you casting slow on?
I get all of them.
Alright, so it's a cube that you can fit, so you're going to get...
I'm going to exclude Bree.
Alright, so you're going to go for the 3 of them.
Yep. I'll exclude Bree.
I'm just going to have you roll another perception check to see if you can spot the gnome. Because he was hidden the last time. He did attack you, though, so...
15.
Alright. You can just see him again getting ready to the dagger, which he has there. Just and you see his spawn, it's like, oh. And so you can target all 3 of them if you want.
Yep.
Alright, so it's a wisdom saving throw. Against your spell save DC.
Yep. 15.
Alright, Caelynn has an 18.
Yep. Saves.
$15, you said?
Yep.
The hobgoblin fails.
Okay.
And the gnome rolled a natural 1.
Well, you can't fail more than once. All right.
And you are concentrating on slow.
Yep. And I will take a potion of healing.
All right. And they just lost all their cunning actions.
They can do one thing.
Yep.
They can hide. But
Yes. They can't attack on the same turn.
I regain 8 hit points.
All right.
Only down 13. And I'll stay right where I am. Can I check that guard? I know it's going to be a best minus negative. Sorry, disadvantage.
You will be at disadvantage, but I'll let you try if you want.
I want to see if he's alive. Med check would be a 13.
Alive but bleeding out.
Well, nothing I can do about it this round.
All right.
So, next is Hobgoblin.
Oh, the guards are next.
Oh, guards, right, sorry, yeah.
All right. So speaking of which, death save. Okay. All right. So the guard that's standing right next to us immediately is incapacitated by the hypnotic pattern that Bree cast.
Get another saving throw.
No.
Let's do that.
The other 6 are going to move towards us as quick as they can, but it's going to take them a few rounds to get into position. They'll dash, and that's all they'll be doing. All right. We come to the Hobgoblin.
Yep. He gets to do a single thing as he stands there looking at me.
Yes, I'm just going to bring up the details of slow here, because we don't use this very often. You've cast this once, I believe.
Yep, this is attempt number 2. It's working out pretty good so far.
Yeah, -2 penalty to armor class and dexterity saving throws. It can't use reactions on its turn to use. Yeah. Okay, it can repeat the saving throws at the end of its turns.
Yep. Now for this turn, he can do a single thing.
He reaches behind his back slowly as time itself turns against him, and draws out a scimitar. His speed is halved. Alright, he moves up 15 feet. Can't make it to you, annoyingly, and dashes as his action 15 feet to get into melee with you. At the end of his turn, he gets to repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Oh well.
He is no longer slowed. The gnome still is.
Yep.
Alright, we come to Caelynn. At the bottom of the round.
Yep, she's at the bottom of the pile.
Says, we do not have time for this. And she brings up the rod, the black metal rod that she has that has those fiery runic letters along it, and speaks incantation and gestures towards the two of us, and we both need to succeed on wisdom saving throws.
This could be bad because I'm out of luck.
Yeah, and I have no portents left apart from a 2.
I hate bird blow. All my fucking stupid things. Wisdom saving throw. I'm proficient at least.
Yes. And you have your new ring,
Yep.
which admittedly is the same as the old rings.
Yeah. So I get +3, +2, +1. So
Yeah, so +6, the same as I get.
Hopefully your spell save DC is not higher than yours. I rolled a 17.
Oh, you fail.
She has a spell save DC of 18.
And so did I.
Seriously.
Yeah, we both failed.
What in the world is spell save DC? 18 at least? Wow.
All right, so
I assume I'm held.
both of us are held in place as a high-level hold person spell paralyzes both of us. Well,
That's bad.
just leave them. We have work to do. And she moves past into the inner city. All right.
Oh, one of them's moving really slow.
Yes, because you're paralyzed but not incapacitated, so you can maintain concentration on slow.
So they move off.
All right, we come to the gnome. Round 2. We come to the gnome. He's going to move and then move again at half speed, and
No, the gnome. Oh no, the gnome. All right, never mind. The gnome failed. Yes.
yes, and except he just rolled a 17 on his saving throw at the end of the turn, which means he's no longer slowed.
Oh, no point in concentrating on that anymore.
Yeah. All right. Bree is doesn't seem to be moving at the moment. She seems to just be looking and staring in disbelief at what's going on here. All right, Bree, are you going to do anything? She doesn't seem to know what to do.
All right. Well, inaction's an action.
We come to me. I'm paralyzed. There are 3 more of me. However, at the end of my turn, I get to save.
Yep. Have to beat an 18 at least.
I rolled a natural 20.
All right.
However, it's at the end of my turn that I get to save, so that is the end of my turn.
Yep.
We come to you. I assume you want to stop concentrating on slow.
Yeah, saying I don't want it off. I did not beat my last roll, so I'm still held.
All right.
One guard's bleeding out.
Yep. And we hear sounds. The other says, "There they are. That must be them. Apprehend them." They're getting close enough now that they're joining the fight.
Yep.
So you can hear that, but you can't really move or see anything. You're just stuck staring ahead, unfortunately. You can see me, and I've shrugged off the spell, and Bree, who is just held by her indecision as opposed to a spell.
Well, unless you have Dispel Magic prepared, I'm going to wait until I roll higher than 18.
All right. The hobgoblin stoops and retrieves his dagger, looks at you and you can see the grip tighten on his sword, but he moves past. He thought about attacking you.
Yeah, evidently.
Yeah, and he moves in. All right, we come to Caelynn. Distractions, just more of this. And you can hear the frustration mounting in her voice. She is not happy.
Neither am I.
No. He says, it would seem stealth is no longer an option. And you hear her begin to recite the words to a spell that you know very well. Huh? Okay. Sure, I'll allow it. The one thing you can probably do at this point is think.
19.
Fireball.
Oh, crap.
Oh, those scrolls in. Yeah. I need one more for all the guards who are now going to be caught in this.
Well, someone can stop it. I can't.
Sorry?
Someone could stop this, but I can't.
You might even. I don't think I'm close enough.
Well, maybe within 60 feet.
Yeah. How do I know this is happening? 1 second. I just shrugged off being held. Pray not. I rolled for it. And didn't see this. Alright. Those are some good saving throws for just guards. Okay. Need a lot of d6s for this.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Want me to roll it for you? I have mine all set up.
Sure.
Something I do a lot, so I keep them all set up. Alright. I think Fireball just decided it doesn't like me when I'm using it, but when other people use it, it's fine. 31 points of damage.
Plus an additional 6 from the extra dice that I rolled.
Yeah.
So that brings it to 37. Alright, one of the guards rolled a natural 20. One rolled a 19, one rolled a 16, one rolled a 16, one rolled a 5, and one rolled an 8.
Well, her spell save DC we know is higher than 16.
Yeah, so that's 2 successes.
Yeah.
Alright, so... I mean, 4 of the guards die, obviously.
Yeah.
So, half of 37... Yeah, even the one who succeeds dies. The one who rolled the natural 20 lives, because he takes no damage.
8. Oh, guards don't have 18 hit points, I guess.
No. They don't, I'm afraid.
This is turning into a massacre.
But needless to say, there's the massive explosion of fire that's quite familiar to you, even though you can't see it. And there's several screams that are cut short at one guard who lets out a terrified scream at the sight of this.
Yeah.
And you can just watch Bree's eyes go wide and she just drops to her knees. At which point, the guard that was incapacitated comes to consciousness as she just lost concentration.
Yep.
Here, Caelynn says, "Everyone move in. We're going in." She says, "We're fighting the artifacts, and we'll get out, even if we have to take hostages." You hear her footsteps away as she leaves. All right. The gnome follows. The hobgoblin follows. We come to Bree.
Yep.
All right, Bree. Time to redeem yourself for having something to do with this catastrophe. No, she's just she's in shock.
All right.
My turn.
Good.
All right, getting a grip on the situation, I look around and I say, "We don't have time for this." I agree, and I point toward my hand towards you, and that blue rippling pattern and appears that I use for counterspell as I cast Dispel Magic on the hold person spell. Holding you.
Thank you. I am really annoyed.
Alright, so that's the end of the hold person because there's no more valid targets for it, so she's not concentrating. That was my action, however. And I said, well, this has gotten out of hands.
Yep.
As I step around the corner and I see the smoking corpses of 5 guards.
Yeah.
So there's still 2 guards present. The one who was incapacitated and the one who dived out of the way and avoided the fireball.
Alright, how about Mr. Bleeding Out? Is he stabilized?
Oh, wait. There's one thing I forgot. This is important. I might have to retcon this. I might have to change something here. I dispelled magic at 3rd level.
Oh.
It was a higher level spell, so that's it. So you're still held, unfortunately. That was bad.
So at the end of my turn, I roll a d20.
Yeah.
I rolled a 16 plus 6.
And you're no longer held. Sorry, I rolled a 3.
Not a problem.
So a few seconds later than it would have been otherwise, you are free, but it's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
We come to the guards. One of whom is just woken up and looking around, sees the mess and sees the flames and the smoke and the dead bodies. And the other one, let's see, where are you? And Lyria's watch doesn't get paid enough, apparently, because they're both willing to still will stand strong and deal with this situation.
I toss a healing potion to the guard that shook off his whatever paralysis, whatever that was.
Yes.
I said, give this to your compatriot and blow your horn when you're done. We need to get this moving.
You do notice that he's still alive and still bleeding out, so he's done well so far.
Alright, so
But he's not stabilized yet.
Give that to your friend. Mark off another healing potion.
Alright.
And then I'm going to run after Caelynn. Probably not the smartest thing I've ever done, but...
Alright. So, we're technically out of initiative at the moment. We're going to keep this as the same, just for simplicity's sake. Alright, so we can see them ahead of us. We come to the gnome's turn. He turns around and he says, we're being pursued. And the hobgoblin and Caelynn look at us, and Caelynn is just massively frustrated. Says, you should have stayed
out of this now.
Sorry?
I assume Bree is out of this now.
Yes, for all intents and purposes, Bree hasn't done anything last few rounds.
Yeah, so I'm gonna mark her off the initiative order.
We'll see if she does anything, but it might give her one more turn to see if she's going to do anything, but that's about it.
Right.
If not, I'll just remove her from the initiative order. Okay. So the gnome has pointed towards us. And Caelynn says, you shouldn't have gotten involved in this. Kipper, Butcher, it seems like we're dealing with some pests before we proceed. And they all turn around to face us.
Yep.
And the one remaining guard who is...
I yelled in to go get help.
Yeah. Alright, we come to Bree's turn now. Alright. We, don't see Bree at the moment.
Alright.
And, we do feel a surge of wild magic, though.
Okay. Just doing stuff.
Yeah. But that's it. We don't. Nothing else obvious happens.
Okay.
We come to my turn. It's like, well, this just became a lot simpler as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they just murdered a whole pile of people.
Yeah, I was about to say. Also, there's now no one I care about in the middle of all this.
Yeah, we have 3 very, very specific targets.
I'm going to move up, and I say, I don't like any of you. Let's bring an end to this. And I am going to... No, I will do this, yes. And I'm going to cast, as I inhale, I'm going to cast Frost Breath
Excellent.
at 4th level.
Woohoo!
And, because Caelynn has proven herself to be rather dangerous...
Oh, you're gonna have a bad portent?
That. I still have the 2. Alright, Caelynn, your Constitution saving throw. Which you were not proficient in. Well, she has a good Constitution. Well, a 7 isn't going to save.
That's a good constitution.
Alright. The gnome, Kipper, fails.
Yep.
And the hobgoblin, Butcher, succeeds.
Mm.
Alright. 4d10 cold damage. Wow. Okay. I am motivated, apparently, despite the fact one of those is a 1.
I assume the other 3 numbers are really high.
10, 9, 9, 1.
Wow.
So 29 points of cold damage.
So Caelynn takes 29.
Yes, alright. The gnome screams as he is flash frozen.
Takes 29.
Yeah.
Goblin takes half.
Yes. Caelynn weathers it a lot better, but is still encased in ice. Alright, and the hobgoblin succeeds, so half of 29 is 14.
Yep.
And it's not frozen.
Right.
But that was a good amount of damage to all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only gonna get worse for them because following me up is you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am really annoyed at one specific individual. Caelynn. I bring up the Ring of the Ram.
Oh, okay. Time for the comeback of this.
I get advantage on this because she can't move.
Yep.
And I unleash the grand tradition of this ring.
Yep.
All 3 charges on her.
All right.
What's the plus on this?
Plus 7 to hit.
Well, one of them's a 1.
Well,
the other one's a 7. Plus 7 is 14. I hope our armor class isn't higher than that.
I'm afraid you miss
Oh,
by 1. I'm afraid.
oh, that is just so disappointing.
The ram's head moves towards her, and you see, as her hands and arms are pinioned, a ring on her finger flashes briefly, and and it just glides off a protective field of magic, a very familiar field that protects you yourself,
That's so disappointing.
and then slams into something in the inner courtyard.
And destroys whatever it is.
Yes.
Alright,
So the ring is empty.
I am so upset. This is not my day.
No. The guard's turn. All right. So,
Hopefully he listens to my instructions.
So the first thing is the healing potion. Oh, actually, no, wait. First things first is the best save. No, okay. Good thing he succeeded on the first two. Alright.
Doesn't matter if healing potions keep him alive.
Alright. One of them regains he regains 9 hit points.
Good healing potion.
And is alive.
Yes.
The other guy is going to run off and get help.
Good.
Okay. We come to the hobgoblin.
Yep.
He gives a wicked smile and says, "Well, looks like I'm going to have some fun after all."
There you go. That's the attitude.
He, in one hand, holds the scimitar, and in the other hand holds the dagger.
Yep.
He speaks a single word of command in the language of magic. As he does, the dagger begins to drip with this thick, black, viscous liquid. Alright, so that's his action. And then it is an action to use that. And then he's going to use his action surge to take another action.
Oh. Alright then.
Alright, he can get to both of us now. Who's he going for? You still want odds and evens?
I think you should skew it my disadvantage. Because he wanted to stab me earlier.
He wants to stab both of us. I just frost breath
But
them.
but you have 3 more of you.
Right.
So
1 to 4 will be you, 5 and 6 is me.
yeah, just not that I want to get hit by this thing.
6 is me.
But oh, apparently it has to be you.
Alright, he attacks with the scimitar. It's a 25 to hit.
Oh,
No.
God.
I forgot to roll for
Oh,
the damage.
Image, yeah.
It's a natural 20, so it takes out an image.
Yep.
Alright, second attack on me with the dagger now. Second roll for the image. That's a fail.
Alright, so he's going for you.
He's going for me.
This is the icky one.
This is the dagger, yes. Oh, he rolls poorly on this one. An 11, that's a miss.
Wow. That's going to frustrate him.
Oh, yes. Also, important to keep in mind, I didn't cast Mage Armor before we started this, so my armor class is 12, but he still missed.
Well, that tradition's continuing from our last campaign.
Yes, in case you're wondering, I tend to forget about Mage Armor, which is why I haven't gotten it to this point. I still cast Shield as a reaction. Alright, that didn't work. He's very annoyed.
Now we're down to Caelynn.
Caelynn, who is frozen. Alright.
What's she going to do?
She is intelligent enough to figure that out.
Well, she can possibly Misty Step or something.
She speaks incantation, and as she does, the rod in her hand glows bright red with bright heat, and there's a flash of that same red scarlet heat around her, and the ice shatters around her as it's dispelled.
Alright.
That is her action, though.
Yep.
You can see like a vein in her forehead about to pop.
She doesn't have time for this.
Yeah. And in response to that, she turns and starts heading towards the academy.
Okay.
She uses as much as a move as she can to get there.
Alright.
Kipper's turn.
Top of the round.
So, bad news for you. This is a strength check to break free. That's a fail. That was his action to try and break free. He is stuck. My turn. Well,
I say eye on the prize.
yeah, we also have a hobgoblin.
Yep.
To worry about. Okay, well, if we need to... I said, all right. I take out 2 things from inside my bag of holding. I throw one as I bring the control wand out and trigger it. As the
Oh, the giant scorpion.
the last remaining summoning crystal we have from the island, the giant scorpion, activates. And we just summon it right in front of Caelynn.
All right.
Alright, so it gets its own initiative. What's a 19 plus 1, 20.
Cool.
The only bad news that means is it's not going until next round.
Nope.
But the good news is, it's right in front of her.
Yep. How far away is she from us?
About 50 feet now.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, you have good hit points. All right, so it was my bonus action. Because
What instructions are you giving the?
I said, kill the half elf, kill that half elf, with a rod.
Oh, Caelynn?
Yeah. I guess that will be my action to give it order instructions because it's verbal, right?
Yep. Well, yeah.
It's fine. We'll leave it at that. Your turn.
That does change what I was going to do.
Yeah, what were you going to do?
I was going to polymorph her into something innocuous. But we can't have the giant scorpion and then kill her.
We still have the hobgoblin in front of us, by the way.
Am I in melee with him?
No, he's in melee with me. You're about 10 feet away.
Oh. I can move closer to her. I will do so. I'm going to move 30 feet. I'm going to go closer to her.
All right, so you're 20 feet away.
Yep. Don't really need to, but I will.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to hit her with something that can't miss.
Magic missile.
I am going to pour 6 charges into her.
Okay.
Because I'm really, really upset.
Roll your magic missiles.
Yeah. Apparently my wand doesn't care because that's 5 ones.
Ooh.
$22 points of damage. That is horrible.
All right. She takes 22 points of force damage as all of the magic missiles slam into her back because she's suddenly facing the giant scorpion in front of her.
Yeah.
She lets out a cry, more of frustration than pain, you suspect, but there is pain in there too.
Yeah. I am not happy. I'm not having a good day here.
I don't think anyone is at this point.
Yeah. My spells are failing me. That's all I can do.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's all. One other thing I can do, but I don't want
All right. The guards. The 2 remaining ones are going to run off to get help and help the other guy. Probably to get out of here, mostly because they're not being much help at this point. So they're running off to get help. But I'm going to remove them from the initiative order.
I already did.
Yeah. We come to Butcher now, who is aptly named.
Butcher is the hobgoblin.
Yes. He's going to keep attacking me.
Well, yeah, I'm not there anymore.
Alright, and this attack is hitting me, unfortunately, with the scimitar. That's another 11. That's just a miss.
Oh, you're having good luck here.
It's a 17. The next hits the dagger. Goes for an image and misses as he rolls another 11. This is insane. He gets to add 8 on the attack with that dagger, but he's still missing.
You missed the image, which is nice, because the image is still there now.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Wow.
We come to Caelynn.
Glad to see someone else is having a bad day.
Yeah, alright. Oh. Alright. You have one trick left up your sleeve. Yep, it's the best thing she has left. Alright. She casts a spell and reaches out with her voice towards you, me, the Scorpion, and Butcher. And she says, all of you go away, bother someone else, and leave me to my work.
Okay.
She casts Mass Suggestion.
Oh. That's
Targeting the 4 of us.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
That's not good. I've already failed one of those from hers. I'm happy.
Alright. Oh, wait, one more thing. I am within range.
You're gonna screw up my really good saving throw by countering it?
What did you roll?
I rolled a 17 plus 6.
It needs to say you save. I failed.
Oh. Do what you're gonna do.
I would try to counter it. I would. Alright. Counter spell against a really high level spell, so this might not work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. 15! Plus 5 is 20. I counter it. Which is good because you were the only one who saved. I bring up that disruptive blue pattern again that counters her mass suggestion spell, and she is furious.
Yep. I can imagine.
Well, are you stupid enough to move past the scorpion that just appeared in front of you? No. Alright, we come to Kipper, who's still frozen. And still frozen.
They never thought.
What?
They never thought.
The ice only lasts a minute.
Yeah, well, the battle's not gonna last that long.
No, we are around 6. This hasn't going a while.
No.
Alright, the scorpion had instructions to attack her. Actually, the instructions were to kill her.
Wait a minute.
What?
Caelynn did her thing. And now we're at the top of the round.
Kipper. He failed to break free.
Oh, sorry, right.
The scorpion.
Sorry.
Roll 20.
I just have it down as no.
Alright. Makes 3 attacks, 2 with its claws and 1 with its stinger.
Oh, stinger, please hit.
Claw attack. 14's a miss. Second claw attack. 15, that's a hit.
This has a chance to grapple, right?
No, it just grapples.
Oh.
Alright, I need a d8. 7 plus 2. 9 points of bludgeoning damage. As she dodges the first one, the second one grabs her and grapples her as the third and final attack as the stinger comes down and attacks with advantage.
Yep.
And that's a miss with another 14. He was grappled though.
Yep. You're up.
My turn. Well, I still have this bugbear to worry about. Sorry, this hobgoblin to worry about.
Yes.
I've cast off most of my high-level spells, unfortunately. Alright. I'm gonna hit with Magic Missile. Point blank range.
Yeah.
Second level.
He's still relatively healthy, though.
He's only been hit by my Frost Breath and he succeeded.
Yeah.
13 points of force damage.
Alright.
Alright, he takes the damage. He's taking damage, but he's
got a few hit points.
Yes, and he seems to be actually thoroughly enjoying the fight.
Some people like carnage.
Yeah.
Even when it's their own.
Alright, and we come to you.
I'm getting the feeling this lady is relatively high level.
She's taking a beating too.
Yeah. So instead of trying to polymorph her into something, I'm gonna go giant ape on her.
Alright, you turn into a giant ape.
I walk up right behind her.
She's in the pincer of a giant scorpion.
Yep, so she's being flanked. Of course, I think the scorpion already has advantage on hitting her.
Yes. Alright. We come to the hobgoblin, I guess, and butcher. Alright. It's just gonna keep attacking me.
Yeah, well, let's go try attacking him.
Alright, this one hits an image.
Yep.
For the third time! That's the third 11 he's rolled!
He misses another image.
Yes.
He's having first day than me, and I'm happy about that.
Okay, that's the second attack's hitting an image. It takes it out with the dagger.
Alright, you're out of images.
No, I have one left.
Really?
Yeah, he's missed twice.
Wow.
Unbelievably.
That brings us to Caelynn.
Who is thoroughly annoyed.
And also grappled.
Ungrappled. Use that. Yeah, she has very little left. Alright, yeah, she would do that. That makes the most sense. She's not very strong, but she's going to... Yeah. She's going to attempt to escape being grappled.
Okay.
She is going to use Dark One's own luck to add a d10 to this check.
Okay. This lady's a warlock? some sort of cleric?
This is amazing. This is staggering. This is the one thing that she could roll that would fail her from escaping this check.
The one?
She rolled a natural 1, but she rolled a 10 on the D10. The DC is 12 to escape the scorpion's claws. This is absurd. It's the one. It's like the one thing when she rolled a 10 on the D10, she rolled on D20 was the 1, and it failed. All right. Well, her patron doesn't seem to care.
Okay. Kipper break free.
No. Giant Scorpion's turn.
Yep.
3 attacks, all with advantage.
2 attacks.
What?
He's grappled.
Yeah, you can crush with the claw.
Okay.
And you only grapple 2 creatures. Hit. Takes 6 more points of bludgeoning damage as it crushes the claw she's in. And it attacks with the other. Natural 20.
Ooh.
2 doubles to 4. Plus 2 is 6 more points. She's taking damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Time for the big attack.
The poison.
Snare. And of course, now I don't roll the natural 20. That's a 13, which is a miss.
All right.
My turn.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just another magic missile at the hobgoblin. If nothing else, I'm keeping him completely preoccupied here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're doing a great job.
All right, that's another 13 points of force damage.
That's total 40.
Yeah, he's taken a beating. He's definitely bloodied at this point, and as is she. But they're both standing.
My turn.
Your turn, Mr. 157 hit points. You're flanked. You're flanking with the scorpion.
Oh yeah. So the first one is a 28 to hit.
Hits.
The second one is a 25 to hit.
Hits.
I love this guy. Which is 18, 23. What's the plus on damage? I can't remember.
Six. No, yeah, 6.
That's 29 points of damage.
All right, so as you bring the first fist down...
Hold on, Zach. I want... Oh, hits.
Okay.
And 32 on the second one.
All right. You bring both fists down and you crush her into the ground. The scorpion actually lets go, otherwise you would damage its pincer.
Finally, some revenge.
And the ground is literally caved in a little bit where you've struck the cobblestones, and she's just crushed in there.
Yep.
Dead.
I turn around and I move 40 feet towards the hobgoblin.
Yeah, so now you're flanking with me.
Yeah.
Speaking of the hobgoblins, his turn.
Looming over him.
I'm gonna see if he's going to switch targets to you now. Yeah, unsurprisingly, you're a bigger threat.
Literally bigger.
Yes. Attacks with the scimitar. Oh, now he's rolling well. Yeah, that's a 25 to hit with the scimitar.
14er. make the concentration there.
You take a full 10 points of slashing damage from the scimitar.
Alright. I'll just write them down just in case it matters eventually.
Second attack with the dagger. 15 to hit.
14 armor class.
Alright, neither of these are with sneak attack, though. Alright, and what does dagger? It does something on a hit. Alright, so you take 8 points of piercing damage from the dagger.
Yep.
Make a concentration check.
Natural 20.
Okay, and now make a constitution saving throw against the poison on the dagger.
No, I don't want to poison. I want to hit this guy. 15.
That's exactly what you need.
Oh, hey!
So you take no damage.
Cool. I don't care about the damage. I just don't want to be poisoned.
Also, when the dagger comes back out of the wound, it's clean, no longer dripping that liquid. That effect seems to have faded.
Cool. No, that's inside me.
Alright. Round 8.
So the gnome didn't succeed, I assume, I guess?
Failed yet again. Alright. Mostly because I'm running low on spell slots. I'm going to take out the new dagger. And I'm going to stab him with it at advantage.
Yeah, because we were flanking him.
Yep. Alright, that's a 16 plus 7 to hit 23.
Cool. You go. D4.
4 plus 4. 8 points of piercing damage.
Hey!
That's the first time in a long time I think either of us has hit with a weapon.
Yeah. I don't usually even bother trying.
Alright, so the new daggers work pretty well.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Wow. The first one's a natural 20 to hit.
Yeah, well, that hits.
And the next one is a 26 to hit.
Also hits.
The natural 20.
I mean, we probably shouldn't even bother having you roll damage.
54 points of damage.
So you bring your first fist down and crush him into the ground.
Hey, don't do that. 16, 22, and then 28 on top of that.
And he's dead already, so. Alright. And he would have been next.
And then, because I am a giant ape and I'm not really bright, I walk over to the frozen dude.
Who fails to break free for about the 7th time and says, I surrender.
Oh, he did?
That's what he says.
Alright, I will roll to see what the giant ape cares.
Well, the scorpion's up next. It doesn't have any instructions at the moment, so it does nothing. Then we come to me. And I'm just waiting to see what you're doing.
I rolled ambivalently, right down the middle at a 10. I'm a giant ape. You have to smack him.
You attack him?
Yeah.
Okay. With advantage, he's restrained.
28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. But just roll in case it's a critical hit.
And then the other one's 21 to hit.
Alright. Do you want to roll damage, or do you want me to sit?
Ooh, that's really bad numbers. 18 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
Another 2 ones. And then 13 points of damage.
And for the 3rd time, you smash someone to the ground, this time with the sound of shattering ice. and deliver a second blow that is pointless.
9, 8.
Yep. And that seems to be that.
Finally redeemed myself. Oh god, that was so bad. So bad until the end. What was their spell save DC?
19.
Holy crap. Alright.
Alright, so my remaining mirror image fades quite quickly.
Yep, and I stopped concentrating on giant ape.
Yep. And we have the scorpion for an hour.
Yeah, because no way of getting rid of it unless you want me to cast Dispel Magic on it.
I could banish it, but that'd be a bit of a waste.
Yeah, is Bree anywhere to be seen?
Make a perception check if you want.
16.
I'm just gonna see if she stuck around. You don't see anything.
Well, I'm not surprised. She's invisible.
No. Also, she may not even be here.
Yeah.
All right. The alarm bells are still coming at this point, and we hear the footsteps of guards, and we see Aldrich running up among them, as is the other white knight we saw earlier, the other officer, the Thalia, as she was named, comes running up with the remaining of the watch. Aldrich sees us and says, "Well, is that all of them?"
No, I think one got away.
All right, not a lie.
Nope, it's honest.
He says, "Well, it looks like they've been dealt with." He says,
"Well, that smear is the one that matters."
Yeah. He says, "All right." And he says, "Everyone, fan out and search the city and the outskirts. We'll see if we can find the remaining one." He says, "Do you two know what this individual looks like?"
I give a reasonable, okay description of
An halfling, okay. I'm just going to ask you for... It's not really a deception check.
No, I'm not deceiving. I'm just not giving a very good...
Okay, I'm going to roll... All right, this is a check that's on Aldrich's part, then. You think there's a bit of recognition in his eyes, because he has met Bree.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say anything else. He says, "All right, fan out. We'll search for anyone matching their description." So, the two of them and the remaining the guards they have, which totals about a dozen more, all spread out throughout the city.
Okay, is Aldrich still here?
No, they're all heading out.
I signal Aldrich just a minute before you head out.
All right, he approaches.
The rest of them have gone.
Yes.
Sorry.
He just nods and says, "I understand."
She didn't want to be a part of this. She didn't do anything to cause any of this.
And he says,
I suspect she's gone.
Says, "And nothing more may come of this, I hope." And then he heads off.
Yep.
So needless to say, the somber air in the moment as we look around, standing at, well, the 3 bodies that you killed, the 3 dead bodies of 3 of the assailants, and the 5 practically incinerated town guards.
Yeah, basically ground zero.
Yes.
I want to know more about this woman. Can you cast Detect Magic, please?
I'll cast Detect Magic. It takes 10 minutes.
Oh, you didn't have it prepared? Okay.
I didn't have it prepared, no. All right. Okay. All right. I point to the rod, the ring, and there's a chain shirt that she's wearing beneath her basic clothing that I recognize as well as all being magical on Caelynn.
Chain shirt as an elvish chain shirt.
It looks quite similar. I point to the dagger the hobgoblin has, and I also fish out some healing potions. Some potions, anyway.
Yeah.
From the hobgoblin. And I go over to the gnome and remove a number of potions, his dagger, and his gloves.
All right, let's retrieve all the magic items.
Yeah.
And is there anything on her person indicating like a map where she needs to go? Any indication whatsoever what her objective was?
You roll an investigation check with my assistance.
I'm finally rolling well. 25.
All right, you thoroughly search the body and you don't find anything.
All right. Well, they're all off doing their investigation. Let's go back to her shop. We can fly over.
All right, so we go back to her shop.
Yep. And investigate.
All right.
Can you ritual cast detect magic again, please?
Yes, I will.
Ugh, that's a low number.
All right, so we didn't, obviously we didn't, oh no, you locked the door.
I'll try picking the lock. I'm somewhat familiar with it now.
Yeah.
Not proficient. 11.
That's not good enough, I'm afraid.
Time of opening.
Time of opening. Yep, that's three uses so far.
Yep.
All right, we're inside now. I point out that there's an aura of magic around the threshold of this door.
Yeah, alarm. I already tripped that once.
Mm-hmm.
And she's dead now, so who cares?
Right.
Let's investigate.
All right. So as I enter, as we enter, I say, my detect magic was just dispelled
Why?
by stepping through the door.
Okay. Step further in.
Yes.
I ritual casting it again.
Okay. I ritual cast detect magic. 10 minutes later, I have it back. It
That was
says
unusual.
the threshold here seems to be enchanted with a dispelling effect in addition to the alarm.
Wow. I didn't have anything going, so I didn't notice the other time. All right. Let's move into, well, we'll move
As I scan the most of the entranceway, I say most of this, none of this stuff in here really is magical. Their shop.
No, I kind of get the impression this is just window dressing.
All right. So we go into the back room.
Yep.
And then we go down, which means we might want to go back to the.
Oh, yeah. So no magic in here?
No.
No. Yuck.
And I say, oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is
Disgusting.
yeah, so obviously there's a boundary that keeps that separates this from the upstairs and keeps the spell in.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try casting dispel magic on this barrier.
All right, roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
That's 4 plus 4.
It doesn't work.
I have one more third level spell slot. Give it another try.
Okay.
Oh, the 16, and then it rolled over to a 3.
So 7.
Oh no.
I said, if you want, I can try. I have a 3rd level spell slot left.
Maybe I'll better luck than me.
All right. I say, I really hope there isn't anything down here we have to worry about.
Yeah, because I'm out of all the good stuff.
14 total. That curtain of energy remains.
All right. I've been through this before. It doesn't hurt you. I think
No.
it's meant to keep the sound in or something.
And the smell, I suspect.
Oh yeah, it stinks on the other side, by the way.
Yeah. We're already on the other side, but yeah.
Oh, all right.
So as we go down,
I want to, from a distance, have a look at this disgusting statue. Do I recognize it?
all right. Well, the first thing you notice is we basically you left as soon, quite quickly last time.
Oh yeah.
The altar is basically has a bowl on it, which looks like a ritual bowl.
Full of blood by the looks of it from here.
It's more like dried at this point, but yeah, it's not fresh. There is a mirror, which the statue, which basically just resembles a generic fiend of some sort, is holding.
Do I recognize what this is representing?
You can roll a religion check.
So is that intelligence?
Yes.
Then it's 20, 30.
20. Well, this looks like an altar set up to worship of some demon, you suspect, not devil, based on the look. Or what is it? Or no, possibly it could be some sort of fiend worship. Could be demon, could be devil.
From this, do I think she was a warlock?
Warlocks do tend to possess some method of interaction and communication with their patron, so it is possible. And I say that mirror is enchanted.
Do we want to go near it? That's the question.
Do we, or do we just want to let someone else know about this? And
I don't want to go anywhere near whatever that is.
All right.
Back upstairs.
Back upstairs. All right.
Open the safe.
Open the safe.
I'm going to try cracking it first.
All right. Roll roll your d20 and add your intelligence check to see if you can.
Because I've opened it once before.
No, it's because this is less to actually do with actually any finesse or dexterity, and you're just trying to figure out a combination.
All right, time of opening it is.
How many charges are left on that thing?
I went through 4 today. Let's see how many was on this thing.
Started with 10, I believe. I don't know if you've used it anywhere else.
We tried it out a couple of times.
Oh dear. Yeah, I think we've used it before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Oh, it's here somewhere. I have no idea where it is.
We'll figure it out afterwards. Just mark down that you've used 5 charges this session.
No, 4.
4?
4. I'm writing it down.
This was 5, wasn't it?
No.
You use it to get in.
Door, safe.
Door,
safe.
Okay, so yeah, so you've only used it 4 times.
Yeah.
Well, I suspect you're at least halfway through the charges at this point.
Oh yeah, no, it's getting burned through real fast.
Yeah. All right, so we go back up.
Yep.
But you can go back up to the Lyria map if you want.
I'll get away from this disgusting place.
Yes.
No, this doesn't matter because we're not actually here. We're in the back.
It doesn't matter. All right, so what are we going to do? So now that we have
the safe
open.
Pilfer it.
All right, you're taking everything that she had. I take it.
If there's anything magical, definitely. And we're taking all the money. And then I want to see if there's anything in here that gives me any indication of what she was.
All right. So there is a strong box. Sorry, there are two strong boxes and a large bag of coins.
Take them all, shove them into a bag of holding for the moment.
Yep.
Ledgers, I'll take those.
Yep.
Papers, I'll take all those. Empty the safe out.
Okay, you empty the safe.
And then I'm going to check, see if there is anything else in this room that might indicate a hidden compartment in a desk, whatever, that might have something else.
All right.
Natural 20.
All right. As you search her desk in the back room, you do find a hidden compartment.
Hey.
Which causes the desk basically the move open and reveal a hidden compartment, which has what looks like a journal. Yes.
Take it.
You take it.
Anything else in there?
Nope, that was the only thing in there.
Okay. And then let's go close the safe, close the desk, close that disgusting room.
Yep.
Go find Aldrich, tell him about this place, minus all the stuff we've pilfered.
All right, so we go back out to the Lyria map now.
Yep. Ooh, a bit close.
All right. As we leave, there appears to be a full manhunt for all intents and purposes in progress at the moment. As many of the White Knights and the Watch officers as can be mustered are currently in operation because 5 Watch officers have been murdered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that they really get behind.
Yes. Even if technically the one who murdered all of them is the smear.
Dead.
Yeah.
All right. Flag one of them. Ask where Aldrich is. I assume he's coordinating from somewhere.
It doesn't take us too long to reach Aldrich.
I tell him about Caelynn's shop.
All right. How much detail do you go into?
It's disgusting.
All right.
Got some sort of torture room down there.
All right. We'll gather some people to investigate that. He says, we've had no luck finding the fourth member of this team. You can roll an insight check if you want.
Don't need to.
No?
No. I know he knows.
Yeah.
I said, well, we did get some items off of her and her place and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to identify them.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to sell some of them. And what we're going to do is I would like to donate to the families for those watch officers that were killed. So
I'm sure that will go a long way to helping put this behind us. It says, and bring anything of note that you would find. It says to the barracks. It says any evidence you might find that might help shed light on why this happened.
Yeah, we're still in the middle of investigating this. Probably tomorrow.
All right.
We'll be able to give you some more information.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is just disgusting. The whole thing.
Yep.
All right, head back to
the Crested King for sure.
And I want to identify all this stuff.
All right. Where do you want to start?
Her stuff. That staff or rod.
All right.
If you want, because we are running a little long here. We can just do this off.
No, we have time. It's fine.
Right.
All right. All right. So you identify this. This is a +2 Rod of the Pact Keeper. It requires attunement by a warlock.
There we go.
Yeah. It grants a +2 bonus to spell attacks and spell save DC.
Oh, that's why she was so bloody high.
Yeah. And once per long rest, the attuned creature may use an action to regain 1 warlock spell slot.
That's a hefty warlock item.
Yes. All right. I've identified by this point the elven chain shirt, which she was wearing, which is exactly what that is. The same thing as the one we just sold.
Maybe it is the same one. Do you recognize it?
No, it's a different one.
Okay.
Just happens to be the same make.
+1 ring of protection, I assume.
The next item she has is a +1 ring of protection. Which means if you really want to, you can attune to that.
Yep.
All right, on to Butcher's things, the Hobgoblin.
Yep.
He has a Dagger of Venom, which is what the dagger is. It's a +1 magic weapon. As an action, you can cause thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison lasts for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. That creature must succeed on a DC 15 saving throw, take 2d10 poison damage, and become poisoned for 1 minute. And it cannot be used that way again until the next dawn.
All right. Nasty.
Yep. He has 2 potions of greater healing on him.
Woo-hoo.
All right. Kipper, the gnome, had the dagger was a Dagger of Shadows, which is a +1 magic weapon. When this dagger is thrown, its full range is 60 feet, and you never have disadvantage on throwing with this, regardless, as long as it's within that range. If it is thrown and the attacker has advantage on the roll, the dagger disappears into shadows and teleports to hit the target, ignoring any form of cover. It then returns to the thrower's hand.
Felt that one. I felt that one.
Yep. His gloves are gloves of opening, which require attunement. The attuned creature becomes proficient with sleight of hand and thieves' tools unless they are already proficient, in which case they have advantage on checks using said proficiencies. At once per long rest, the attuned creature may cast the knock spell.
Good for a thief.
And he had a number of potions on him. A potion of invisibility, a potion of healing, and a potion of greater healing.
And what was in the safe?
All right. The strong boxes and the coin purse basically just contain money. We can calculate that off camera for what that is, and we'll add that to our totals.
Yeah.
So we'll be donating some of it to... You said
A lot of money.
a lot of it, yeah.
Don't need more money.
No.
Simply want to hopefully lessen the pain.
Yeah. All right.
Now, her journal.
Her journal. The part you're really interested in.
I want to know what she was after.
All right. Make an investigation check with my advantage.
To read a journal?
What?
To read a journal? Or just to
finding the information we're after.
All right. 26. Now it doesn't matter. My rolls are fine.
Sure. What was that?
26.
26. All right. In her notes, we find a description of a dagger, which according to her research, is referred to. Second. The Athame of the First Pact, which according to legends was used by the first warlock to swear their pact with an ancient devil. And apparently through means of this artifact, it is possible for a warlock to effectively gain control over their pact and control over their patron to an extent.
Okay. That's quite the weapon.
Yes. And she was after it because she wanted to try and gain control and wanted to regain control of her pact, which apparently she was falling out of favor with her patron.
Who's her patron?
Doesn't refer to her patron by name, but just keeps referring to the fact that she wants to, that she's going to get back at him. It just seems like she doesn't seem to have a very good relationship with her patron, but there's no name mentioned.
All right. Probably why some of that stuff didn't work for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. What I want to do.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I'm going to sell almost all of it. I'm going to keep the potions.
Yeah.
All the daggers. As much as I would like to hang on to yet another ring of protection, I'm going to sell that. I'm actually going to sell it all except the potions.
Okay.
Potions,
we can cover that next time if you want. Yes.
And get a total value for the money, and I want to give a huge chunk of it as a donation to
the families who just lost it. Yeah.
That's,
all right, we'll total that off camera, and we'll deal with that next time.
Yep.
All right. So I assume after that we're going to turn in.
Yeah. I think that's enough for a day.
All right. So we go to sleep. We set up our alarms and wards.
Yep.
When we wake up in the morning, we go downstairs. Catherine said, "Oh, a message was left for you in the middle of the night."
In the middle of the night? Oh.
Yeah.
Is this from Bree?
She just holds up a letter. And
all right, have a look at it.
Yeah. It is definitely in Bree's handwriting.
Yeah.
And she says, and it just basically says, and there's just 3 words on it. I am sorry. And you get the distinct feeling that Bree may have left.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's not going to hang around here anymore.
Yeah. And it's probably going to be a little while before we see her again.
Yeah. There's one thing I want to do. I've met this lady that she was hanging around with.
Yes.
Just casually a couple times. You've seen her, though, yourself?
Yes, we were there.
One of the things I want to do this morning before we go to see Aldrich and get all this stuff straightened out, which we don't even know yet anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go into town and see if we can locate creature on her.
All right.
I get a feeling that maybe she had something to do with some of this.
All right. We go into town. And do you mean town is inside the city or outside in the walls?
No, I've never seen her inside here.
Yeah.
Just gonna search this. We've only ever seen her basically in this area anyway, so we'll search the suburbs.
To make a long story short, I cast locate creature, searching for her, and the spell does not pick up anything. Yeah. If Bree has left, it is possible that she went with her.
I have some suspicions about her. But anyway, they will have to remain as suspicions because we don't know.
Nope. And as we will head back into town, back to the Crested Kingfisher to prepare for, well, probably a lengthy conversation with Aldrich and the powers that be. I think we'll end it there. Right. Well, that was a chaotic second half.
That could have gone so bad.
Yeah, we didn't even make it into the heist. They didn't make it into the academy at all.
Well, she decided to start killing people.
Yeah, it was going badly for her.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe. And please join us here again next time as we continue our adventures in the lands of the wilds of Taiga. Good night, everyone.